Welcome back to our C programming lecture series, and in this lecture we will discuss something about header files. So what are header files? What is this include keyword? I will discuss here. This include means we are including the code that is mentioned in, suppose we will see this line. This include means I have included the code of this file here. stdio.h is the file stored somewhere in the library, and I am including the code of that file here by simply mentioning include. Okay, similarly, I have included this header file here, stdlib.h. Basically, these are library files, and C, these are header files also. .h is the format. That means these are header. These are to be included at the top of the program so that we can use these in the main function in our program, I mean to say. So we can do one thing. We can. What will I do? I will cut this code here and will write in another file and then include that file here. So I will go to file option, new, and create empty file. This is the file, and I have to mention the name of this file. Suppose I will mention the name of this file as, say, alpha, but this is a header file that I want to include in the main file. So I will mention alpha.h save. Okay. Now alpha.h is created here. So I will go to this main.c. I will clear this out. I will cut it out and I will mention this code here. Okay. I have mentioned this code, define x as 5 in this, and I will save. I will go to main again, but now in this main I have not defined any constant, but I am using some x here. Previously x was a constant, but this time x is not a constant. This time x is undefined variable or undefined constant. If I will run, it will give me an error. I am running and it will give error. It shows, you can see here in the bottom, you can see error, x is undeclared variable. Variable or constant. It is not also mentioned that it is a variable or it is a constant. So, but my x is defined in another file, that is alpha.h. Define x5. I will do one thing, I will include this alpha.h in our main file. So I will write hash include. Remember, these are library files. stdio.h is a library file, but this alpha.h that we have created, this is not a library file. This is created by me. This is a user. This is a user defined file. This has been created by user. This is created by me. This is created by programmer. So the difference between this file and the file that I'm going to mention is that above file is a library file and this file is a user defined file. So user defined file is not mentioned in these like I have mentioned it studio.h in this less than or greater than symbol. I cannot include this in less than or greater than symbol. I have to include this in quotes. Now, after writing first quote, double quote, I will press control space bar, or I will search manually. What I have to include here, I have to include alpha dot h. Our IntelliSense gives the name of the file by its side. I will click on this alpha.h. Now it is not undefined x because, but x is not mentioned here because this x is contained in this file. And what thing I have done, I have copied this code and pasted it here indirectly. But how it is indirectly pasted here? Basically, I have written this code in another file and that file has been included here. That means the code of alpha.h is included here. Simply, I will run this program and this time the program runs efficiently and this gives us the result of 5. I want to add one more thing to our program. We cannot only add this. This is a constant that I have used it in my program. We cannot only add constant. We can add also functions. That is the advanced part of our tutorial. but that functions that we will be using, that is our advanced part. But this time, for the purpose of illustration, I will show you how to use functions in our how to use functions in another file and include in this main file. I will use function here. Say void. Void means that there's a function that is not returning anything. This I will discuss in detail in coming tutorials, but this time I will declare a function, suppose function beta. You can have any name to this function. Suppose in this beta function, I will give a command to print something. Print printf hello world. I have declared a function in this alpha file, and this alpha file is already included in this main file. So this function is accessible now in this part of our program. So I have to call this function. Before calling, I want to build and run this program. So it is showing me the 5. That is our previous result. Now I will call this function. Because function is defined in this file, I have to call, my function name is alpha, my function name is beta. I will call this function beta, beta. This is showing me in IntelliSense, this is showing me this. You can call this function as it is mentioned in this file, alpha.h, and that file has been included in our this main file. I have made a call. What this call does, this will go to its function body. This is function body, or we can say function definition, and this will write this. This will print this hello world. Main. I will run it. This is our result, and we are getting this is a previous 5, and after that 5 we are getting this hello world. Thanks for watching. Take care and subscribe Indus Technologies.